Welcome to the Viva Vegan Minisode with me, Faye.
And me, Erin.
So we're going to talk a little bit about Viva's birthday.
Yeah, so tomorrow is actually Viva's official 30th birthday, so the celebrations are all in due.
Absolutely. We are planning a cheese board at work and some other surprises that we probably can't say.
Can't talk about too much yet.
Yeah, the surprises, but it's great. 30 years of fighting for the animals, health, planet, and a massive congratulations to Juliet, of course, and to Tony for keeping us going for this long. And
well done for all of their hard work and for everything they put behind Viva and for making it go this long and all the amazing stuff that it's done with that.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. We're going to talk now a little bit more widely about kind of vegan news. And Erin, would you like to tell us a little bit about a report that was recently published?
Amazing. So our friends at plant-based universities have just commissioned an amazing report with Bryant Research where they've been looking into the financial sustainability of a university going vegan and also looking at all of the financial credentials that universities can save by going vegan, but also benefits like the amount of land use that they use, the amount of water that they use. But I think the most interesting finding was that a medium-sized university, which is about 10,000 people, could save over £500,000 a year by going fully plant-based. So although the plant-based university's message is obviously so strong about the environment and the benefits that going plant-based can do, it's also great to know that these universities can, save so much money and actually improve the sort of bottom line for them. So there's more of an incentive behind it.
Yeah, which is great, as we know, with the it's having budgets slashed left, right and centre. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, the report is one of the first of its kind, so it's so great that we have this sort of research in the field now to support all of these claims. But yeah, it's a great report. I'd really recommend giving it a read.
Our next story is that France cannot ban sausage.
Yes, the top EU court has actually ruled that after last year, in case you don't know, France tried to make a ban on using terms like sausage and steak for plant-based food companies, claiming that it was misleading consumers. That's now gone through to the EU top court, who have ruled that in fact they can't ban that. It's not a term that should be protected by the meat industry. And as long as the names aren't already trademarked, for example, then it's kind of free game. Anyone can use the term sausage or steak, which I think we both think makes perfect sense.
Complete sense, of course, because it's just, we look at alcohol-free beer, for example. Yeah. It doesn't have the alcohol in it, but you need to know what you're buying, and there's no harm done, is there, by using these terms?
Of course, it was very clearly a sort of challenge to try and suppress brands like Beyond Meat or other companies that are trying to produce, animal-free alternatives. And just kind of restrict the amount of people that might see those products and try to make a switch, even if they aren't vegan or plant-based. It's a way to just kind of limit the amount of reach that they can have. But it's really great that the EU have sided with this. And moving forward, we should see more products that are coming out in these sort of countries like France that tried to ban it. But yeah.
And just makes it simple for everybody. So a small win and a bit of good news there.
Yeah, definitely.
Which leads on quite nicely as well to Aldi.
Yeah.
They've released their Christmas range now, which is fabulous.
Yes, they've just announced it's actually going to be their biggest Christmas range to date, which is absolutely amazing. So I don't know about you, but I tried a lot of amazing, really nice food at Aldi last year, like their no turkey crown and some of their amazing pigs and blankets, which I think are making a return.
They're back. The pigs and blankets are going to be back for this Christmas.
Yeah, it's going to be great, but they're starting as little as £1.99 per sort of item. So it's really great and accessible for everyone this Christmas who, might want to incorporate some more plant-based food or have a fully vegan Christmas.
Yeah, in terms of Christmas, what are you doing? Are you going to be around non-vegans for Christmas? Or?
No, actually, my whole family is vegan. I will be having a fully vegan Christmas, but I'm excited to try some more stuff as normally, I cook quite a lot of stuff myself. So it'll be nice to, take the burden off and go to Aldi.
I'm going to have a look at their main kind of meals. I'm going to go to the girlfriend's mum's house and I'm going to bring my own sort of Christmas main thing, and then veg is fine, isn't it?
Yeah. So no, it seems really great. So yeah, get on down to Aldi if you're looking for some affordable and hopefully delicious vegan Christmas food.
Absolutely. And then if, for example, you don't like the Aldi food, we are doing our very own segue into Marianne's mini Christmas guide. It's a little cookbook, but it's all about our favourite kind of Christmas dishes. She has once again done an incredible job of just preparing some beautiful, beautiful food.
Yeah, we've got to try so much of it in the office, so it's been absolutely amazing to kind of follow that journey of the Christmas guide being made. But, it's called a mini cookbook. I'm pretty sure she was saying the other day there's still over 100 pages in there. So, there's so much variety of amazing different Christmas recipes that, you can try at home if you're looking for more things to try and cook, or you just want to make a vegan version of some classic Christmas favourites. I'm sure we'll have some variety in there for you.
Absolutely. There's a montage running right now as we're speaking, but we're also doing some bundles on the shop, so you can get it with cookbook for a discount. And yeah, we've got lots of different initiatives. So if you have a look at the link, you can purchase that now.
Grab one for yourself. Amazing. Okay, so another really amazing story is that Tim Spector, who's the doctor that you might have seen on TV before, and also 1,000 other health experts, are urging the NHS to adopt a plant-based by default approach to their menus. So this is actually following a really successful New York trial where they trialled making plant-based options the default, so it's not necessarily removing meat and dairy from hospital menus, but just making plant-based the first one that people will go for unless they want to opt out of it. So this is really interesting, as they're expected to save 50% of food-related emissions by doing this to menus, which is so good.
It's staggering, isn't it? 50%.
I know. It's so much, because food is actually one of the most polluting things. You know, when you look at emissions, the amount of food waste that goes in, and by also making this plant-based swap, they're hoping that they could save £74 million every single year.
I mean, that's just no brainer, isn't it, for the NHS?
Exactly.
I mean, there's also been a kind of health crisis at the moment around obesity in the UK and all of these things, and it just makes sense to kind of improve people's well-being.
Yeah.
And it starts with going vegan, doesn't it, a lot of the time?
Definitely. It's one of those things where, you know, it doesn't make sense to be serving foods that have been proven to be carcinogens in, you know, a hospital setting where people are meant to be going back to get well. And if it's been proven that a vegan diet is healthy at all stages of life, then why aren't we kind of promoting that message in our hospitals where we're trying to help people heal and recover?
Yeah, it makes sense. It's kind of the epicenter of
definitely.
where that should be happening.
Exactly. And when the NHS are trying to make this move towards going net zero in their emissions, it's so great that they could, you know, perhaps make this change. But yeah, so good job to Tony Spector and 1,000 health experts backing him.
1,000 people. I mean, what more do you need behind that? That's a huge number. So yeah, it's great to see that the tide is turning and more and more people are becoming aware, and it's something that we need to be doing. And a massive, massive, massive congratulations to the Plant Strong team, who took 55 medals at Mr. America, 48 of which were gold medals.
That's so good, isn't it? It's amazing to see vegan people breaking those boundaries, like breaking those barriers.
They've done so well, and they did amazingly well last year, but they've just got better and better and better. So we're really happy for them. We're delighted, actually. We've also partnered with them, as you may know. They are currently, we've worked with them for our sports and nutrition pages on a brand new leaflet that we've done. We've had loads of interviews with Giacomo and his co-founder and wife Danny, as well as Nadej, Jamal. Loads of the Plant Strong team are great. So they've really helped us with our kind of sports campaign pages. And we've got loads of FAQs on there as well to kind of dispel any of those vegan myths. Yeah, because one of the main things around the kind of sports nutrition side especially is around people who might be interested in going vegan for the animals or for the planet, but they're a bit concerned that they're not going to get their protein and they're not going to have the recovery time because of that. And I mean, do you find that when you're at university?
Yeah, definitely. At universities, it's probably one of the most common barriers that people actually have. You know, you have a lot of students coming in that play a lot of sport, and they're just not really sure if a vegan diet will keep up with the sort of activities that they're trying to do. But with this new leaflet that we're bringing out, and also with, you know, living examples like the Plant Strong team, it's so amazing to be able to say, well, look, you know, these people are doing it, winning gold medals across their sports. So you can definitely do it as well.
Absolutely. I mean, that is one of the good things that we focused on as well, was the FAQ section. So we've got lots of different athletes talking about kind of specialist areas, many of whom are actual nutritionists as well as, you know, it makes a lot of sense. So
of course,
there's really good advice, helpful tips, and they really know what they're talking about.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you don't win a gold medal.
No, you really
not have any idea about what's going on. So it's so great, and well done to Plant Strong.
Woohoo! Huge congratulations. Which leads in quite nicely as well to something that was also developed. Marianne, when she's not making cookbooks, she has been working tirelessly on the V7 project. So she's just released a V7 high protein meal plan, which is 7 days of meals catering for those people who are training a lot or who are quite athletic. And it's been looked at by the Plant Strong team as well. They've given it their seal of approval. So check that out as well.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. So the amount of recipes in there, all of them have a minimum of 20 grams of protein, which is so great because it means that with snacks and with, the 3 main meals, you're getting almost 100 grams, if not more, every single day, which, is so crucial if you're trying to build muscle and make sure that you're maintaining a sort of healthy, balanced diet. So that's great. I'm actually trying to use it myself as well. I know that I'm already vegan, but you know what? I use it for a little bit of inspiration. So if you're already vegan, if you're looking for some new sort of high protein recipes, you can still sign up just like everyone else and get some inspiration sent to your email.
That's interesting because now I'm getting older now, and as we talk about all the time, and it's like, I know I have to make sure I'm getting enough fiber and protein, especially because I've increased my exercise a lot.
Yes.
A lot with the martial arts. And it's something I didn't really think about when I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
But now I'm like hitting that 40. I'm much more aware of it and what I should be eating and taking care of myself a lot more.
It's one of those things where people don't need a complete excess of protein. I know that a lot of days, you kind of see things where people are talking about eating in excess of 100, 110, 120 grams of protein a day, which is such a high number. To function, to stay healthy, you only need like between sort of 50 to 70 grams. But with this high protein meal plan, it's amazing that you can, just maybe have 2 meals that are high protein, one that, is more just sort of all taste, all enjoyment. But it's a really great way to make sure that you're getting everything that you need, like you said, like fiber, like different vitamins and minerals. But it's a great way to do it and a great way to find some inspiration.
Yeah, and the meals are beautiful. So,
I know, they're so gorgeous. Amazing. They taste so nice. It's great. You might have seen the appeal that we've just released where we're asking people to help fundraise for this really exciting campaign that we've got going on over the next month or so. Some of you might not know, but over 80% of pigs in the UK are actually killed in CO2 gas chambers, which is such a horrific experience for them to go through. But it's actually the method that the government and the RSPCA, for example, recommend as the most humane way to kill these animals. Obviously, it's absolutely barbaric, and pigs can suffer for up to 2 minutes whilst the CO2 forms a sort of acid on their lungs, eyes, nostrils, and inside their bodies.
It is one of those topics that's quite harrowing, but it's very important, I think, that for you to be aware of it, just so you understand the practices that are going on, and so that you understand exactly how these poor pigs are killed. It's not the most pleasant, but a lot of what we do isn't, but it is crucial. So,
of course,
and to anyone who's already donated as well from the appeal, I'd like to say thank you very much, because it does really help the work to kind of be shared and to continue.
Of course. But thank you so much for offering your support on this campaign. But we really hope that you do look out for it over the next few weeks and follow us on social media so you can see what we're doing to raise awareness about this topic.
So just to circle back with regards to the 30th anniversary of Viva, we've got some great content going out at the moment. Juliet was recently in London giving a talk with Randall Plunkett and the wonderful Heather Mills. So we've got those videos coming out so you can have a little watch.
You also did an amazing interview with Juliet.
Yes, I sat down with Juliet, the woman behind Viva, and we talked a little bit about how Viva came to be, some of her favourite campaigns, some of the tribulations that go with running an organisation.
Of course.
Not just employing us, but
one of the many.
And no, it was great to find out from her, first-hand account of some of the things she's done, which are incredible. It's a real testament to Viva and to Juliet, and some of the stories are really quite entertaining and really great listening to.
Yeah, she's such a funny woman.
Yeah, she is.
You have so many interesting stories. I mean, obviously running a charity for 30 years, focusing on such, pertinent issues that Viva does, you're always going to come up with some interesting tales. And
it's true. And obviously her right-hand man, Tony's been there from the start as well. So there's a great talk between Juliet and Tony, just finding a bit out about some of his experiences as well. If you don't know, Tony obviously does the editing for Viva Life, and he's very funny. So they've got that's a great talk as well. So keep your eyes peeled. We'll post them all on YouTube. But lots of great content coming out over the next few weeks.
Yeah.
So I think that's about it for us. This feels like we've covered quite a bit today. So thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next month.
Bye.
Bye.